Chancellor Jeremy Hunt is going to have to make some very difficult decisions. However, this year, the British taxpayer committed £220 million of humanitarian aid and £2.3 billion in military aid to Ukraine. The UK's annual foreign aid budget is a total of £12 billion. At COP27, Prime Minister Rishi Sunak said he would not be he ultimately said he'd not be in favour of paying climate reparations, but he did say that triple funding for climate adaptation in poorer countries from £500 million in 2019 to £1.5 billion in 2025. In contrast, the government at home is investing £2 billion over the next 3 years to tackle homelessness and rough sleeping. So why do our government, William, seem so keen to give money away to other countries when we're really struggling here?
Well, I think the bigger question about this, Bev, is the actual amount of money that the government spends, which is, as large as it may seem as a sum, £2.3 billion, which I think is what we've so far committed in humanitarian aid, or military aid indeed, to Ukraine, compared to, say, the amount the government has already spent on helping people with their energy bills, £37 billion, or the amount that was pledged for the energy price guarantee before the fall in the gas prices, which was upwards of £100 billion to £150 billion. So I think, though this might seem like quite a large amount of money, actually, compared to the amount that the government is spending on so many other things, it is actually essentially peanuts. And I think one of the sort of broader questions that we should ask is when it comes to things like developmental aid, are we sort of spending money in the right place? And I think that's why a lot of the talk in the last few years about reducing the 0.7% commitment to 0.5%, though I think it's scheduled to go back up to 0.7% in a couple of years' time, of GDP, is so crucial, because I think there is a lot of public anger when money is being spent, and also the old thing about Ethiopian sort of Spice Girls and things like that. All of those are very good at making headlines, but actually what we want to talk about is how effective is this in helping people on the ground, in the same way as we would be wanting to say, if the government has, say, it's going to invest several billion into tackling homelessness at home, we don't want that then used on initiatives that aren't actually effective in helping getting people into accommodation and the like. And I think, as I say, the amount compared to the amount that we're already spending to pay up people with their energy bills and in other areas is very small. And as a sort of boring, economically minded, fiscally conservative kind of chap, what I'm most bothered about is whether this money is actually spent in the most efficient way possible. Because, of course, the more efficiently the government spends the money, the more money there is then to spend on other things.